I'd like to go over a few of these real quickly with you, because you're going to be as amazed as we were that this person was as humble as he really is. We had to go collect all of his awards out of supply to pin on his uniform, because this was not a guy who wore his uniforms. He didn't wear his awards as a badge of honor. Instead, he served side by side, so you wouldn't know it. He started over 2 decades of law enforcement way back before 1996. I was talking to Ardmore Police out in the lobby. They said, "We trained him." I said, "No, you didn't." "Oh, yeah, we brought him up as a reserve officer. We had him first." They're taking great pride. So I didn't even know that until I got here. Ardmore, way to go. Then he went to Limestone County Sheriff Deputy, and then he went to Fayetteville Police Department. A couple years up there, made sergeant real quickly. It's the way he is. He was a servant leader. Then he went to the military. What service could you give other than putting your life on the line for this country? He went overseas in a combat zone and fought for us. When he came back, we grabbed him up quick at HPD. 47th Lateral Academy. In 2005, he started with us. And just listen to what he did in 14 years. 19 certificates of commendation, 2 unit citations with the anti-crime unit, a whole bunch of letters of appreciation that rolled in. We counted at least 8 that were fully documented. We found out that he had military service awards that we weren't even aware of. Some of them we found out weren't even in his personnel file. We found out later through researching his buddies in the military. But he did have an Army lapel pin, a Global War on Terrorism Service Medal, a National Defense Medal, an Army Service Ribbon, an Overseas Service Ribbon, just to name what we could find. But while he was here at the police department, what a difference this one person made. He was recognized for the Partnership for a Drug-Free Community and won an award for the HIDTA Drug Task Force because of the amount of work that he was performing, the arrests, the drug seizures, for distinguished and dedicated service, and that was in October of this year. That's when he was recognized. I remember this one like it was yesterday because I was 2 blocks away when he won a Meritorious Service Award. He got into a short pursuit, car pursuit, and it turned into a foot pursuit by himself. He run this person down, and during the fight, Billy broke his leg right below his knee, somewhere around his calf. You can imagine the pain. I can only tell you that it was one of the worst screams I ever heard. He screamed like a girl. He broke his leg fighting this person. But he overcame it, and he was given a Meritorious Service Award for his work. That only comes about with exceptional performance in the duty of extraordinary circumstances, and our captains don't give those away very often. He recently made Exchange Club Officer of the Year for making 178 drug arrests. Tell me that doesn't make a difference. We mentioned some units, but did you know when he started out, he started working for the Mobile Field Force, the Incident Response Team. He was highly trained in his All Hazards Rapid Response Team. That's voluntary. He was an FTO. He trained a lot of the young officers and now the older officers that are sitting here now. He was trained in ARCON training, which is arrest and control techniques for the academy. He did that on his own. He was a CRO, a community servant, and probably one of the best. And if you ask our community watch people, they actually started an award several years ago, and they call it the Billy Clardy Annual Award. Now, how often do you get an annual award while you're still alive? That's Billy Clardy. That award will go out now and live forever. That's our community watch's appreciation for what he has done for them. The anti-crime team, I can't say enough about the dangerous job that group of individuals do. In 1 year, almost 200 guns were taken off of the street because of this team. They're out there every evening profiling the most dangerous people who are driving in Huntsville. Not because you're driving, we'd have to put you all in jail for that, but because of the people who are carrying the guns and the drugs. These are the officers who have the street smarts to get the bad guys off the street. They're making a difference, and Billy was a big part of that success. Gulf Coast HIDA sent him to a hotel and motel parcel interdiction school, where he learned more about his job as a stack agent. He's certified law assessment specialist by the American Crime Prevention Institute. He went to mental illness training and was certified there because he wanted to. He wanted to know more about the homeless, about mental health preparedness, about de-escalation of skills. The mayor mentioned how detailed he was with the homeless. Well, guess what? When the gang intel unit needed to find a bad guy, you know who they went to? Billy. He had a picture of everybody in Huntsville who claimed to be a gang member, and he had a picture of their graffiti that was sprayed under a bridge or in somebody's house. It was the most comprehensive books, 4-ring binders of silly Polaroid pictures. I was a gang investigator, so I needed that kind of intel. Billy was a meticulous record keeper, and what a great asset with the Huntsville Police Department, and taking classes. And I'm just advanced search and seizure classes, vehicle contraband. I'm just going to stop. You know why? Because if Billy was here, he'd say, "Shut up, Chief. Let's get on to something that makes me who I am." And I know what he'd tell me. He'd say, "For all you Auburn nations, War Eagle." Is there any Auburn fans here who want to say War Eagle back to Billy? War Eagle. Thank you. And they're in the Outback Bowl. So way to go, Billy. That's just Billy. He's got to have, he's the biggest Auburn fan you ever seen. And